Picture this. A teenage girl chasing her dreams on TikTok suddenly finds herself hunted by not one, but two dangerous stalkers. This is the story of Ava Majury, a young star whose rise to fame came with a terrifying cost. A tale of betrayal, courage, and a father's desperate fight to save his family. Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the truth behind the headlines. Grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's dive into this gripping, true crime story. Ava Majury was born on September 6, 2006, in Manalapan, New Jersey, a quiet suburban town. The middle child of three with two brothers, Ava grew up in a tight-knit family. Her father, Rob Majury, was a retired police lieutenant, and her mother, Kimberly, a supportive homemaker. Life was typical: school, friends, and family game nights, until Ava discovered TikTok. In 2020, at just 13 years old, Ava joined the platform during the pandemic lockdowns. Her family had recently moved to Naples, Florida, seeking a fresh start. Like millions of teens, Ava found TikTok a creative outlet. Her videos, pure joy, dancing to trending songs, lip-syncing to funny audios. Her infectious smile and relatable vibe caught on fast. By 2021, Ava had over 1 million followers and nearly 58 million likes, making her a TikTok sensation. But fame, as Ava would soon learn, came with shadows. Eric Rohan Justin, an 18-year-old from Ellicott City, Maryland, known online as Eric Justin 111. In early 2020, Ava first noticed him leaving comments on her TikTok videos. Things like "you're so pretty" or "love your dance moves." At first it seemed harmless. Ava, eager to connect with fans, replied with casual thanks, or "hey, how's it going?" as she shared in the New York Times. But Justin wanted more. He started messaging her on Snapchat and Instagram, his tone growing intense. He even joined online video games Ava played with her brothers, trying to worm his way into her world. What started as flattery soon felt unsettling. Justin wasn't just a fan, he was fixated. Behind the screen, his obsession took a darker turn. He began buying personal photos of Ava and her information, like her cell phone number, from her friends in Naples and New Jersey. Justin was so determined to get closer to Ava that he even did a classmate's math homework in exchange for details about her. Imagine the betrayal Ava felt, learning her own friends were selling her out. By mid-2020, Ava, just 14, was overwhelmed. Justin's messages wouldn't stop, and her friends' leaks made things worse. Because of this, she unfollowed all of her local friends and Jersey friends. She told the New York Times, "Everyone around me was like, 'Oh, you are going Hollywood on all of us, you don't want to talk to us anymore.' And I'm like, 'You're selling my stuff.'" Eventually, Justin reached out directly to her, asking if she would sell him selfie photos. Ava didn't brush it off. She consulted her parents, Rob and Kimberly. They gave her the green light, noting the photos were already public on her TikTok and Instagram. Ava later said, "After talking to both my parents, I thought it would be mutual if I got in contact with him directly." She told Justin, "Hey, can you stop going through my friends and stop contacting people for information about me? Just come straight to me, and you can purchase it all from me." They agreed on a price, and Ava sold him 2 selfies for around $300 via Venmo. These were innocent face shots, just like her social media posts, showing her smile, as she explained on Good Morning America. Ava hoped this would stop Justin's harassment of her friends, but it backfired. Justin's demands escalated. He started asking for explicit content, booty pics, and feet shots. Ava refused, disgusted, and blocked him on all platforms, but Justin wouldn't stop. He sent over $900 via Venmo, including a $500 payment accompanied by a desperate note. "Sorry, this is all I have left, I'm broke." Ava's father, Rob, had had enough. He texted Justin, warning him to stop contacting Ava and reminding him she was a minor. Instead of stopping, Justin grew more desperate and angry, plotting something sinister. He asked a classmate about obtaining a gun, saying he could breach the door with a shotgun via text. Later, that classmate informed Ava about these messages. Upon seeing them, Ava asked her classmate to forward the texts to her, which she then showed to her parents. They researched Justin and discovered that he lived hundreds of miles away in Maryland. They relaxed, thinking he wouldn't come to harm Ava, but that would prove to be their gravest mistake. On July 10, 2021, at approximately 4:30 a.m., Eric Rohan Justin, an 18-year-old from Maryland, who had been stalking 14-year-old TikTok star Ava Majury, arrived at the Majury family home in Naples, Florida, armed with a shotgun. He fired a shot that blew open the front door, and fragments from the door hit Ava in the chest as she woke up to the blast. However, Justin's shotgun jammed after the first shot, preventing further immediate harm to the family. Rob Majury, Ava's father and a retired police lieutenant, responded quickly by chasing Justin, injuring his knee during the pursuit. Justin fled, but returned shortly after. Rob Majury then armed himself with a handgun and stood guard at the front door. When Justin came back and ignored orders to drop his weapon, Rob Majury shot him in self-defense, killing him outside their home. Following the incident, Rob contacted the Collier County Sheriff's Office, and deputies arrived at the scene shortly thereafter. Police found 2 cell phones on Justin containing thousands of photos and hours of videos of Ava, revealing his obsessive fixation. Ava was 14 at the time and narrowly escaped a potentially deadly attack. The shooting was ruled justifiable under Florida's Stand Your Ground law, and Rob Majury faced no charges. That same day, Ava posted a TikTok lip-syncing to French Montana's song, Unforgettable. This act was seen as a bold move by Ava to reclaim her space and assert control over her life in the face of the traumatic events. Following the incident, the Majury family took steps to ensure Ava's safety, including moving to a new home and transitioning her to homeschooling. Despite these changes, Ava remained active on TikTok, with her parents supporting her decision to continue creating content. Justin's father, named by the Times as Justin Dominic, a software engineer who is divorced from Justin's mother, told the paper that his son chose to stay in America rather than move to India with him in 2015 after his parents divorced, and that he had no idea he was stalking Ava. "He was a nice kid. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what went bad with him. He made a bad choice," he said, adding that his son was a good student who did well in math at Mount Hebron High School in Ellicott City. You think Ava's story ends here, right? But, sadly, the story does not end here. Months later, in February 2022, Ava faced another stalker, this time a classmate. Initially, this boy had warned Ava about Justin's intentions, but he later began harassing her himself. This unnamed juvenile had initially warned Ava about Justin's plans in 2021, sharing that Justin had asked him for explicit photos of Ava and mentioned a plan B to breach her home with a shotgun. As revealed in the juvenile's March 16, 2022, deposition obtained by Fox News. Ava had asked him for updates on Justin's intentions, and he sent her screenshots of their Snapchat conversations, including one where Justin used a grape emoji with the phrase, "I want to grape emoji her, bro," which Ava testified meant rape among teens. But after Justin's death, the classmate's behavior changed. Starting in the fall 2021 semester, Ava noticed he was always behind her or nearby at school, despite its 2,300 student population. He showed up at her October 2021 girls' soccer meet, though he wasn't involved in the sport, and sent her unwanted messages. In December 2021, another classmate sent Ava a Snapchat video of the boy firing a gun at a shooting range, which terrified her, per Business Insider. Ava felt stalked and unsafe. "I was terrified. I took myself out of many things that I love," she testified on March 28, 2022, in Collier County Court, per Fox News. "I took myself out of soccer mid-season when we were headed to state. I modified my schedule. I withdrew from Gulf Coast High School and now attend virtual school." She added, "I have nightmares about everything, and I feel scared at night." Rob Majury filed a stalking complaint against the classmate on January 25, 2022, seeking an injunction for protection, alleging the boy had been following Ava since 2021, showing up at her extracurriculars, and communicating with Justin about her. The family argued his actions, combined with his past contact with Justin, made Ava fear for her safety. Ava's attorney, Lanny Davis, told Fox News, "What she loves, what she needs more than anything as a teenager, is to be in school with her friends playing soccer. Yet the fear proven is that she stayed home because she feared." On March 28, 2022, Ava testified in Collier County Court, seeking a restraining order. She detailed how the classmate's presence made her feel intimidated, how she blocked him but occasionally asked for Justin-related info, and how the gun range video haunted her. However, the juvenile's attorney argued his actions didn't constitute stalking. He claimed the boy was helping Ava by voluntarily sharing Justin's plans, including the Plan B warning, and that Ava had initiated some contact. Judge Kyle S. Cohen dismissed the case after 10 minutes of deliberation, ruling there was insufficient evidence of harassment or stalking. Cohen noted the gun range video wasn't sent directly to Ava, so it didn't meet the legal standard for stalking, per Fox News and Daily Mail. Outside the courthouse, Ava expressed disappointment but resilience. Although today didn't go as we wanted it to, I'm glad I got my truth out, and my story was told, she said. Her attorney, Lanny Davis, told Business Insider the family wouldn't pursue further legal action, but hoped the case would raise awareness. Ava deleted her main TikTok account, but kept an Instagram and a secondary TikTok, vowing to spread positivity despite the dismissal. The ordeal left Ava traumatized, afraid to leave her house, but determined to move forward. Ava's story isn't just a true crime tale. It's a warning. Social media can be a dream platform, but for young stars like Ava, it's a minefield. Research shows 1 in 4 women faces online harassment, and influencers are prime targets. Ava's case exposes the gaps in platform safety, like Snapchat's failure to flag coded threats like the grape emoji, and the betrayal of peers leaking info for cash. It also highlights the psychological toll: nightmares, fear, and lost childhood joys like soccer. Courtney Carlson, a mother of a TikTok influencer, told the Willistonian, "Kids should be very aware that when you allow your social media to be public, there is the possibility of having unwanted interest." Ava's story begs the question, how do we protect our kids in a digital world? As we wrap up this video, let's take a moment to reflect on the impact of our digital footprints. Ava's story is a stark reminder that while social media can be a platform for creativity and connection, it can also attract danger. It's up to all of us, users, platforms, and society, to create a safer online environment, especially for younger users. If this story moved you, smash that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more true crime stories that matter. Drop a comment. Have you ever dealt with creepy online behavior? Let's start a conversation. Until next time, stay safe and keep shining. See you soon.